Love it or leave it.
Please welcome back to the stage Gretchen Carlson, Miss Pat, and Lizz Winstead. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Come on around.
Oh, Kara's still out here?
Yeah, I'm still out here.
Kara just hangs.
I just hang.
I'll sit next to you.
Thank you, Gretchen.
This, honestly,
We could be sisters.
We could.
No.
Yes. Oh, come on.
I want this to be
Nothing
clear.
alike.
We were bonding in the green room.
Yeah.
I
we
love
nothing
this show.
alike.
I love this lineup. This has been a fucking blast. 10 out of 10, Murderer's Row.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this.
Did you know Liz and I are both from Minnesota?
Yes, we both
So
talked
is
about
Maria
it.
Bamford.
Yes.
So now it's time for the rant wheel, where we got to keep moving. All right, we got a lot of great topics on the wheel. Let's spin it. It has landed on Scott Adams, which I believe was suggested by Kara.
Oh, I was. Yeah. All right. Scott Adams. You want me to do a rant on Scott Adams?
Yeah, that's the segment.
Scott. Okay. Scott Adams is a racist. When someone who actually, let's be honest, Dilbert was very smart. A smart comic. He's obviously a smart person. He has. You don't have to like it, but you can acknowledge it's a successful and product he created.
Yeah, Dilbert, it's
It
good
is.
IP.
It's fine. But one of my things I ranted on Pivot this week is he has taken what is something that is interesting and has curdled himself in such a way and so intentionally trying to create division and anger, wearing Kanye shirts or anti-vax stuff. He's purposely trying to divide for no good reason except his own entertainment and rage that has, and I don't know if it's real or if it's intentional or whatever, but him being left behind by all these newspapers is precisely what he asked for and is his fault and what he deserves for what's happening here. And for him to play victim, which of course he's doing now, I'll never make money. He's rich as fuck, by the way. And he says, I'm never going to make money. I've been canceled. He's not been canceled. He canceled himself. He deserves every single bit that he's gotten. And the things he said have been hateful, divisive, and I don't even understand why someone would do this in this culture, given how partisan we are, to create such division. And, I don't know what to say about people like this, but there's far too many of them on the internet and everywhere else in our lives. So there's my rant.
Sound like I need to go find out who Scott Adams is.
Miss Pat? Miss Pat, he's a
I don't
racist,
follow that
is what he
shit.
is.
I got other shit to do.
Yeah.
Listen.
You know, you really missed a giant Dilbert phenomenon. I mean, I for one, really just Dilbert.
Here's the thing. Obviously, we're all rabid Dilbert fans. We all remember when we would race home, race to the mailbox to see the latest Dilbert. Let's spin it again. It has landed on cancel culture does not exist. Liz, take it away.
That is me. I just feel like everyone complaining about cancel culture is amplified, and on a national television show or a Netflix special, J.K. Rowling is not canceled. She has more money than the fucking British royal family. If you have that much money, you can't be canceled. More, are you just pissed off that you've decided to take a turn with your comedy or whatever, and you've developed a new audience that sucks? I kind of feel like that's just really it. If you're still selling out Madison Square Garden, you're not canceled. You just have a lower quality of people coming to see you. Not my problem. Maybe yours.
It's a really it is a sort of, I want to be free to say this thing that I know bothers you, but I want you to say you still love me.
Yes.
That's sort of what the J.K. Rowling energy is. It's similar to the Dilbert thing,
Yeah.
which is this idea that, like, hi, I'm sorry. I am used to the idea that my respect is assumed, not earned. And I'm really not interested in earning your respect, and that is deeply frustrating to me.
Right. I mean, I think one of the things about cancel culture is people who are canceled never shut the fuck up.
About it. Yes.
I agree with you because they canceled my Chase card and I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm never gonna shut up. Turn my shit back on. I'm gonna pay you when I get it.
You turn it back on. Such an important point. Let's spin it again. It has landed on LastPass. This is my topic. LastPass is a password manager. In August, LastPass announced that a hacker had managed to steal company source code but denied any user information had been exposed. In December, LastPass admitted that the hack was much worse than they acknowledged at the time and that the user's encrypted and cryptographically hashed password had absolutely been compromised. Now on Monday, LastPass revealed that the same hacker was able to hack into an employee's home computer and get to an encrypted corporate vault that only 4 LastPass engineers had access to. Among other very important things in the vault, a shared cloud storage system that held the encryption keys for customer vault backups. Hey, LastPass. What are you doing, buddy? You're the last line of defense. I've been walking around telling people to use a password manager for years because they're awesome. They're super secure. You only have to remember one thing. They're automatically loaded into your computer. Mission Impossible figured this out in 1996. Your most sensitive information has to be on one computer in a room where the floor is lava. That's what Mission Impossible in 1996 was all about. The floor is lava. And people don't talk about it that way because what Tom Cruise did. Tom Cruise did it. Tom Hanks does not do that kind of thing.
No.
That's not the energy he brings. He knows where his strengths are, as does Tom Cruise. The point is, Mission Impossible should have been called Mission Impossible: the floor is lava. It's the best example of the floor is lava. But the point is, a lot has happened since 1996, but that hasn't changed. You're not allowed to have the most sensitive stuff accessible from someone's home computer. I know we're all going hybrid and the pandemic changed everything, but the guy with the super secret vault has to be at the office, so the only way you can hack into that computer is you got to put a little bit of poison in their lunch. So they start a pukey, and then you have Jean Reno in the fucking vents with a mouse, because there's also a sound thing. The point is, LastPass, I trusted you.
You know what, John? You should use OnePass.
I'm gonna 1Password, right?
Yeah,
I gotta,
OnePassword.
but the fucking infrastructure, I gotta switch to get away from these LastPass people that just left the barn door wide the fuck open.
I think Scott Adams had racist LastPass codes.
That's
5 really racist words.
Yeah,
That's what got him.
Right. That's probably right. Which is another bummer about Dilbert, the thing that means so much to all of us. His tie is bent from sitting. It's super important.
If Dilbert was part of your LastPass, change that shit.
Change it.
I'm so glad I don't know what LastPass is.
Or Dilbert.
Or dildo.
Let's spin it again. It has landed on Gretchen's rant, which is...
There should be a financed independent party in America.
Okay.
He's
Yes.
sitting back.
Yes.
I'll be quiet. Tell me why.
Okay, you're sitting back.
Tell me why.
And I'm
listening.
going to explain to you why.
Please do.
Because 43% of all Americans identify as independent, and they have no fucking where to go. Because they don't like the right and they don't like the far left, and they sometimes see compromise, which, by the way, has become the ugly C word on Capitol Hill. Do you remember in the good old days where we actually got shit done?
Well, we passed the CHIPS Act, we passed the infrastructure bill. Those were both bipartisan.
I actually passed 2 bipartisan bills last year myself.
That's 4, that's right.
However,
What's the C word?
that is not compromise.
Oh, I thought you said.
Yeah, the other one.
I would say
I was thinking it, Miss Pat.
You know who's a cunt? Dilbert.
I was thinking that
now,
word too.
I am not the comedian, but that's why I said it.
Okay, all right, thank you. I just want to make sure I follow your story.
You're following me.
Yeah.
So
She can't say that word. She was Miss America once.
Oh God.
You was Miss America?
Let's not go there. Yes, I'll
Okay,
tell
we
you
won't.
later.
Okay, finish your rant.
Let's not go there.
Well, your crown is gone. You can say it.
Yeah.
She can't.
As I told you, my life has worked in mysterious ways. So that's back for the green room.
No, come on, we
But-
need a purple party.
okay.
Let's hear about
Yes,
it.
purple party. No, I'm not saying the purple party. I don't care what we call it.
Okay.
But there's a huge swath of Americans who feel like they have no voice. I'm being totally serious right now. And the thing is, there's no money behind the independent party. So nobody can win. Anyone who's won as an independent candidate has already been a candidate as a Republican or a Democrat, right? Because they're a name commodity, so people know them. So they say, oh, I'm suddenly an independent, so now they win. For somebody like myself who might want to get into politics, and I don't want to be in either party, because I actually might want to find compromise, I have no money behind me to run for office.
Do you think Joe Biden does want to compromise? I mean, he just did an event with Mitch McConnell about a bridge opening in Kentucky. Here's why I'm pushing on this. My sincerely view of this
the
is that when
money
people
behind
call for,
him will not allow him to do that. That's
To
what I'm
do
trying
what?
to tell you. Will not allow him to compromise to the degree
But
where
he
we
did.
actually. Yeah, yes, and like I said, I've gotten compromise done as well, but not to the degree that we need to get it done to keep this country functioning.
Well, so
let's put money behind an independent party so we can get shit done, and actually people who want. 43% of Americans agree with me, but there's no money behind it. And the problem is our American politics have turned into money. That is
Gretchen,
the problem.
Do you want a better country?
Yes, I do.
Well, Gretchen,
I do.
no, but Gretchen,
I feel like
I
that's
appreciate
where we're going.
But
Yeah,
Gretchen, no,
I do.
I appreciate that. But I'll tell you what my view of this is, and this is my problem with Andrew Yang, which I've also told him face to face in a conversation that went okay.
Told who?
Yang.
With Andrew Yang, who did doing the
Yeah, I
Forward
remember
Party.
him, yeah.
But no, but I think sometimes when people
It's just a weird
It has to
party,
be
but
the
go
right
ahead.
messenger, by the way.
for sure it has to be the right messenger. But what my
You should
issue
get
is, I think
Chick-fil-A behind
sometimes.
Yeah.
But they're not open on Sundays.
That sometimes when people say what they want is a third party, sometimes what it feels like what they want is a center-left politician who isn't attacked by the right. In other words, someone who will pursue the policies of what a moderate Democrat would pursue without all the pesky politics that makes them seem bad to a big chunk of the country. The problem is anyone who might get within a stone's throw of having that kind of power will ultimately unleash the kind of attacks that make someone unpalatable, even if they end up having the same politics as Joe Biden or any other kind of center-left Democrat.
You're getting to the point of past the primaries. My point is that because we have a primary system, if I'm an independent registered voter, I can't vote in the primaries. This is how we get the fringe people elected.
But we didn't get the French people. We had Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. We had
Yes,
a center-left Democrat
that
versus a
miraculous-
right-wing
well,
autocrat.
Joe Biden being elected was a miraculous outcome, okay?
No.
Because,
See, they
yes,
don't agree.
it was.
Okay.
Man,
It
we was up
he was
against
never
the devil.
expected to win.
Okay.
Gretchen, who do you
Hey.
think the radicals on the left are? I'm just curious when you say both sides. I'm just curious what
We
that
don't-
looks like for you.
We do. There are fringe people on both parties. Listen, most people would agree that the people in the center, which is moderate on both sides, have nowhere to go anymore.
You
I'm just
do have
stating
somewhere
fact.
to go. Come on over here with us, Gresham.
I am over here with you.
That's
I
the
am.
problem. Y'all keep trying to create shit we don't need. If you don't like them, just come on over here with us.
I'm trying to
And-
get shit done.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
You ain't gonna
have-
never get shit done because these
I
white men
have.
ain't gonna let us divide. So come on over here with us and eat some collard green, girls.
Very nice.
Gretchen,
I love collard
Gretchen, that's
greens.
a wonderful.
I love
That's a
collard
wonderful
greens.
invitation. That's a wonderful invitation. I
And
think you should
have,
take it.
And I
You know
have
what?
gotten it done.
We
which
have,
is why
absolutely.
I'm promoting doing more of it.
I'm with Liz. Country over party.
Yes.
But Gretchen,
But
thank you.
country over party.
No, but I appreciate that. But
Well
my
done, Liz.
genuine disagreement is I think that there is a big desire on the part of a lot of people for something that doesn't feel like it's part of this divisive, horrible, cruel system. But my honest feeling about it is that what makes right now the driving force of what makes our politics so vicious, so cutthroat is actually. I'm not saying there aren't figures on the left that aren't horrible, but for the most part, what ends up happening is even center-left Democratic figures are painted with this horrible brush by a vast right-wing media ecosystem. And so my view of this is there's no way to get out of this without attacking the real cause of this polarization, which is in some part coming from the left, but in large part coming from the right.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that at all.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm saying that there is a huge swath of Americans that want to find compromise.
And what I would say is the best way to build a politics that's less divisive is to figure out a way to convince those Americans to support center and center-left Democrats, because that is where I think
I'm
the
with
answer
you,
will
and
be.
I'm also glad that you pronounced divisive. And,
Oh,
I can't
and
pronounce
and Kara,
divisive.
you did too.
Did I?
I like to say it that way. Yeah.
I'm educated that way.
Let's spin it one more time. Thank you.
Spin.
Applaud Gretchen. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
It has landed on whatever the fuck Miss Pat wants to rant about.
My rant is not gonna be about no damn politics, okay? My rant is about the cost of eggs. I went in the store the other day, and the last time I went shopping, it was $1.99 for 12. It was $7. What the hell is going on with eggs? Is chickens going to the hospital and pushing these bitches out? Cause I wanna know why eggs are $7 for a fucking dozen. I mean, at this point, we're gonna have to eat the shell, Gresham.
Not me.
We gonna have to if we keep this up, or else I'm gonna have to lay some damn eggs. Yeah. Cause I'm 50 and I'll still be popping eggs, but they don't develop into nothing.
Be careful what state you're gonna lay your eggs in.
Well, I've had a few abortions. This is my vagina. If I want to stick firecrackers in it, set this bitch on fire.
Yes!
Nobody.
Yes!
Let me tell you something. Nobody tells me what to do with my pussy. Nobody helped me lift my stomach up to shave it. So I got control of where I lay my eggs at.
Miss Pat is the third party candidate! Woo!
Nice.
Well,
Thank God they don't hatch anymore.
I like the don't fuck with my pussy party. Can that be the third party?
Yeah!
Yeah, Gretchen's in. Gretchen's in.
Agree on that.
Well, we think that's the Rant Wheel. That has to be the Rant Wheel. When we come back, we'll end on a high note.